Good evening to everybody. Microphone is a little bit volume right there. Let's see right there if it works. Right there. I think we are okay. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us two legs, two arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Breaking news for everybody that is watching. The National Guard has arrived to the south border of Tapachula that connects to Guatemala, specifically the city in the county inside of the city of Tapachula, that is Ciudad Hidalgo. That is the city that connects to Guatemala. They just arrived today, as I gave you guys information yesterday, that particularly the Institute National of Immigration arrived into the Institute National of Immigration arrived in the border, and the information that we're getting right now, before I go to the video, today in the south door, Army soldiers from the National Guard have also arrived to support and to also to protect the border from this possible caravan that is coming on the 30th of March. And not only that, to ultimately stop the essential and non-essential crossings and the restrictions that they are happening in the north border of Mexico with the south border of Mexico. The Guatemala government also started with the restrictions also. Guatemala government started with the restrictions also. Without the sanitary restrictions and without no control of the migration, they are just the immigration officers. They're doing their job on trying to stop this essential and non-essential crossing. So basically, again, the government of Mexico is trying to do the best that they can to follow what the United States has been doing. And it's amazing that they are still filtering themselves in the essential and non-essential crossings. The border is so unprotected in Tapachula that there are points of blind points where they are entering without no permission to our country. So it's a lot of people they don't understand. They think that it's exactly the same that the United States border, and it's not like that. It's a jungle down there, and it's a river, and it is really difficult to control the entrance and to make it go into one particular filter. There's a lot of potential blind spots where they can enter illegally and irregularly into the country of Mexico. So they're trying to do the best that they can. And this is the National Guard right now. As I have said to you guys, the National Guard has arrived into our country of the south border of Mexico. This is the National Guard. This is clip number 1 where they are being returned back. This is a water raft that is being returned back into the country of Guatemala. This is a water raft, and that's clip number 1, I believe so. This is actual footage from our colleague and contact in Tapachula, and also to inform you guys that actually the essential and non-essential crossings are being in effect in the most important particular entrance, that is Ciudad Hidalgo. That is that is a particular point of entry where a lot of the exporting and importing of goods happens on a daily basis. So this is clip number 1 for you guys to watch. I'm gonna crank the volume up for you guys to hear this and see how they are being returned back to Guatemala. This is them being returned back in the water raft because they're not essential, and they don't have the potential paperwork to enter. So they are being returned back right here. This is clip number 2. This is the National Guard right here arriving, and apparently they are telling these people that they're not qualifying to enter our country. Let me play clip number 2 and let me hear what they're saying. Yes, you're not allowed to enter. There's only essential and non-essential crossings, so you're not allowed to enter. You need to return back. So you see the National Guard right here working with the Institute National of Immigration to give them support and to ultimately to make a statement, but particularly, is to make a statement, and to ultimately, basically, to give a message that actually, there's essential and not essential crossings that is occurring right now. Essential, everybody knows what the term essential is right now in terms to the United States and the border of Mexico, and now it's exactly the same terminology when it comes to, or exactly the same position of restrictions when it comes to essential and non-essential in the south border. So this is clip number 2. Let's go to clip number 3 right here. As you see, the National Guard and also the INAMI working and inspectioning people continuously as they are coming into our country, and they are being screened with their paperwork and this filter that now is to admit to see who's essential and who's not essential to be crossing into our country. So this is clip number 2. Let's go clip number 3, I believe. So clip number 3, clip number 4. Let me just pause right here and see what is happening. Another potential individuals that are not considered to be essential. So these individuals that they're not considered to be essential, they are being returned back. And now the National Guard, it is arriving to our south border. This is extremely important. Why it is extremely important? Because not only the INAMI, possibly what the INAMI said is that we're not going to do this alone. We need the National Guard. We need security. We need people to help us out. And the Guatemala government, you guys saw what happened with the last caravan. The Guatemala government protected their borders, and they did not allow a caravan of 9,000 people to enter Guatemala in the place of Valle Hondo in Guatemala. This is exactly what they're doing right now. They are, practically saying who's essential and who's not essential. This is just facts. I'm stating facts. Don't get offended. This is just the National Guard and the INAMI working on these 2 particular individuals that they were considering not essential to cross into Mexico. Right now, we're not letting enter nobody right now. Let me go ask if you qualify to be essential. We're not letting enter nobody. This is a clear statement from the Mexican Border Patrol. That is their words right there. And let me return back for people to know how to, and people understand Spanish. He says, ahorita no estamos dejando entrar a nadie. He says that. Ahorita no estamos dejando entrar a nadie. Right now, we're not letting nobody in. That's what he's saying. Listen to this audio. This is again, being supported by the National Guard on the side. Every immigration officer is being supported now and being practically backed up by the National Guard standing on their side of every Mexican Border Patrol agent. Let me go to another clip right here. This is another clip. Potentially, this is the head chief of the INAMI. And there's an INAMI officer right here standing with the camouflage backpack, and telling these individuals that they're practically not essential. They're not letting them in. So this is a continuous factor. This family also was not allowed to enter with a child. That doesn't mean that the child is theirs, but this is just people that they cross on a daily day basis irregularly in through this part that is Suchiate River. What I mean irregularly, it means that there's no documentation. There's no proper documentation. That means that, the border in Tapachula, in Suchiate, that I have been in through this border 3 times, and I have crossed in a water raft 3 times from this border. This border is so completely different. It's so completely different than, what is happening in the border of the United States with Mexico. It's so completely different. It is wide open. And as you can see, there's no border drill, there's no wall, there's no nothing between the middle of the river that divides from Mexico and Guatemala. So this is another clip which shows that these family members were actually being returned back also because they're not essential. The most important news right here is that the National Guard has arrived. As you see right here, another group of people that they are being returned back to this is how they ride on the water raft. And this is, the exact quantity of people that they sometimes they ride on the water raft. Sometimes they put 20, 30 people on the water raft. I have ride the water raft with 15 people. And they have some kind of a wood plates on the bottom of the water raft of these tire balloons, and they can barely hold up 10 to 50 people. Sometimes they carry more. So this is the dangers that when you're crossing, but this is people being returned back. And as I was telling you guys, the most important news is this, that the National Guard, clip number 7, I believe that is you see the National Guard right here with the Inami, and you see all the water rafts are alone, which this brings me up to light that they are not letting essential and non-essential crossings into they're applying the essential and non-essential crossings into Guatemala and Mexico. Also important for you guys to know, Guatemala has also addressed the fact that there are going to be adding this restriction to essential and non-essential in Guatemala. That is the border. They're also doing this screening from Mexico to Guatemala, and from also the other country that is Honduras from Guatemala. So they're basically both of these countries, that is Mexico, the United States, and also now Guatemala, they are using the strategy of essential and non-essential due to COVID restrictions. Mexico is trying to get the economy back, is trying to basically restart the economy, and they are putting the essential and non-essential crossings again. They're putting the essential non-essential crossings right now, which also there was a threat about a new caravan coming on the 30th of March. This ultimately slows down that perspective because Guatemala is ultimately going to start doing this also. So this it shows you right here that the National Guard, it is on standby right here with the Mexican Border Patrol agents. You see all the water rafts are empty. It is because they are applying the essential and non-essential crossing into our country. Let me go to another clip. This is the last clip right here. As you see, a National Guard officer right there guarding where the entrance from people that they are essential and non-essential. So how's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. We're live, people. As last minute information and breaking news, the National Guard has arrived again into the border of Ciudad Hidalgo that is connected to Guatemala. We have been through this border 3 times and shown you guys how open it is. And now that the National Guard has arrived, and ultimately the Border Patrol agents from Mexico are patrolling the actual station from the border that connects from Ciudad Hidalgo to Guatemala. They are actually doing the screening process on acknowledging and saying who's essential and who is not essential. They are continuously returning back people that they're not essential. They're trying to control the fluency of irregular entrances and ultimately to control the spreading of the infectious virus that is COVID right now, that is affecting greatly our country of Mexico. Ultimately also by the threat that a caravan was coming on the 30th of March. Now Guatemala has added their restrictions. Also, Guatemala is also now applying the essential and non-essential crossings, and also now Mexico is applying the essential and non-essential crossings for everybody that is watching. This is important news for you guys. God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. Again, breaking news for everybody. Yesterday, I did a video about the Institute National of Immigration arriving into 100 officers from the Institute National of Immigration arriving into our south border with Mexico and Guatemala. Now it's not only 100 officers, but more National Guard officers have been arriving into our south border that connects to Guatemala. So it's not only just Institute National of Immigration, but it is the National Guard. This is what some 19 Democrats put a letter to Anthony Blinken saying that they don't want to be militarizing the borders. These people are absolute crazy. They don't know how our borders are insecure, that we need actually support of the National Guard and the military, and the organized crime has more artillery that it's the border. The organized crime has more artillery than our own military. And you got these 19 Democrats that they're sending a letter to Anthony Blinken to say, don't militarize Mexico. What the hell? Who are they to tell our government to not militarize our own country? This crazy. So we need absolute support of the National Guard. The National Guard was put, and it is being put in every country to protect the country. So right now, if it is a COVID pandemic, and ultimately, if there's restrictions because of the vacation time frame that is, spring break or whatever it is, also add to the fact that there is a caravan that it was potentially coming on the 30th of March with the Guatemala government adding to the fact now that the Guatemala government is going to start also the restriction of essential and non-essential. Well, it becomes a triangle of countries that they are all of them working under the same wing of the essential and non-essential crossings into every country due to this pandemic. So for everybody that is watching, the National Guard has arrived into our south border of Mexico. God bless everybody that is watching. This was a last minute video done to you guys to let you guys know what is happening in our south border and also in our north border, that now Mexico has put restrictions not only to the United States, also to United States citizens that they're traveling to Mexico. If you're not essential, they're not going to let you in. And also from Guatemala citizens, if you're not essential to come in to our country of Mexico, they're not going to let you in. As you can see, a clear example, it is happening right now in our south border. God bless you all. You can follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow him at YouTube, Partner Orbeez, Facebook, and also his channel in Telegram. You can follow me as Oscar L. Blue at YouTube, Facebook, and also Instagram, and also my channel at Telegram. You can join that channel. Stay safe. Also, before I go, you like to subscribe to my channel and comment, you need to go to the bell, give it a like, and subscribe to my channel. Also to be commentating in our channel. Also, there's a store that is a Teespring store that you guys can actually go in there. And, if you guys want to buy a shirt or whatever, you guys, there's souvenirs right there if you guys want to buy some. Also, if you find this video informative, there's my PayPal on the top. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.